Guys, what's going on? I want to do this. These videos are private or actually unlisted, and this is a question that I actually missed, so I apologize. It's about 6:50 a.m. and I'm crushing a little bit of coffee, gonna have some breakfast and get the kids ready for school. So, question is by, oh man, missed it right here, just a second. Well, I remember this question, so instead of me backing up. Question was by J.S. Kingspin. Started doing back squats, was working up to 375 for sets of 5, which is very good. But he said at night his hip was killing him, and he said he thinks that's arthritis. So I'm not sure of your age. And then he said he got scared that it was too much pressure on the spine, so he started doing pistol squats, and now he's wondering if there's benefits to Zercher squats. So I want to talk about all of those things. Number one, if your hips are killing you at night, it could be your hips are too tight. It could be you're sitting too much during the day, causing the hip pain and the hip tightness. So you definitely need to do hip mobility. Guys, the easiest thing to do for mobility is go on YouTube and type in hip mobility or any mobility, ankle mobility, shoulder mobility, and then type in mobility WOD, W-O-D, because Kelly Starrett's videos will pop up for you and they will give you some very in-depth answers on how to go about fixing your beat up body. Well, sorry about that, guys. So, if your hips are killing you the day after squats, they really shouldn't be, or the same night of squats. So it tells you that you're doing something wrong and that you need to fix something. Is 375 pounds too much weight on your back? Absolutely not. I've squatted with more than that many times without a weight belt, and I've seen other people do it many times without a weight belt. If you're strong enough to do it, and your abs are tight and your hips are locked in, then you are strong enough to handle that weight. If you ever feel like your body's getting beat up from it, then sure, you could use other forms of squats, such as the front squat or the Zercher squat. Now, with the Zercher squat, it is going to be brutal when that weight is sitting in the crook of the biceps. When I injured my back repetitively during my last year as a teacher, it was from a lot of sitting, a lot of stress, body was just breaking down. I actually had a phone call with Pavel, and Pavel said, stop deadlifting, stop back squatting. All of those create, spinal compression or a shearing force on the lower back. So he said, you can do goblet squats and Zercher squats. So I did Zercher squats a lot. Zercher squats really force your stomach and your entire trunk to work. They're like contracting in a stable manner. So yes, you can use those Zercher squats. They are going to beat up those biceps. I would get a zigzag bar from blackwidowtg.com, Black Widow Training Gear. Dean has made me several zigzag bars. They're hollow bars. They fit right in the crook of your elbows, and I've used about 375 for sets of 3 to 5 on them. So that would be number one. Number two, I like the fact that you're doing pistols and other leg exercises. Those are great. Let's strengthen up your abs. Let's have you focus a shit ton on the mobility of your hips. You're going to have to use some bands, I could tell for sure, to do some distraction with them. And all lifters, all athletes, we should understand how to fix our body. I think that is really the wave of the future of healthcare, of us taking care of our own body. So make sure you get his book, The Supple Leopard. I have that book, and it's just a reference for me because when we're in our late 20s, 30s, 40s, that's when meatheads like us are beating the crap out of our body and we're feeling that pain. And instead of just saying, oh, that hurts so much, let me try a new exercise, we should be able to squat. We should be able to do all these exercises pain-free. That's what I believe is the truth. So you need to learn how to mobilize. So there are the benefits to the Zercher where it doesn't compress on the spine. It makes your abdominals work extremely hard. I would say the downsides to it is it's brutal sitting in the crook of your biceps. There's only so much weight that I think somebody could handle really, holding in this double underhook position. When I spoke with Jim Wendler, he was not a fan of the Zercher squat. I like Zercher squats, but I've been focusing a lot of time on the back squat. But if your back is beat up, here's your action steps. Use Zercher squats and front squats from the Olympic weightlifting front rack position, and focus big time on daily mobility work for your hips, mobility in general. Spend 10 minutes doing that. And for Zercher squats, doing, sets in the 3 to 5 range, or doing the 5-3-1 program from Wendler's book would be perfect. All right, brother. I hope this helps. And I am sorry for missing that question. Peace.